This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, all. Good morning. My name is Bobby. I have overall 13 years of experience. I started my career with Abap, then I moved to SAP UI5, Fiori Elements, Abap OData, and RAP, and also worked on various services in BTP, and also worked on Node.js, CAPM, JavaScript, uh, then work IoT services, PDM services, API services, a lot of services I worked in BTP, and also worked on S4 HANA implementation projects also I have worked. So that is my experience. And coming to the training, from more than 7+ years, so I'm giving training on SAP UI5, Fiori, Abap OData, Fiori Elements, RAP, BTP, CAPM, Node.js, JavaScript, so etc. A lot of topics which I'm giving training. So I have around completed around almost 52 batches, around 2000 plus employees I have given training until now. So that is my training experience. And coming to today's demo, yes, I am giving a demo on the Abap RESTful application programming model called RAP. And of course, the RAP is one of the services in BTP. And also what is Fiori elements, is for HANA in-app and side-by-side extensions. This is an overview today's demo. Okay, so agenda. What are the agenda which I'm talking about? SAP evolutions from the starting date to till date. What evolutions has come that we are going to discuss. And yes, ABAP on cloud is ABAP service is available in the cloud. There is a RAP service. So what is that we are going to cover? And as for HANA in-app and side-by-side extensions and evolution of ABAP and of course SAP Fiori and the use case demo. Of course, we are going to discuss one more important topic called sorry. So now let's go SAP evolutions. So here, if you look at this, what the topics which I'm covering is nothing but from the starting date to till date. Okay, what evolutions has come in SAP? I'm going to discuss that. So here, I'm not going to which has come first, which has come second. Going to discuss about that. I'm going to discuss only the technologies from the starting date till date of SAP total journey. What are the technologies has come in related to the evolution which has come in SAP? That is what which I'm going to discuss. Is it clear? Okay. So now first one is called the file transfer. I'm not saying the priority. I'm talking about here the first one which we have taken here is files exchange. Okay, it's nothing but file transfer. So even now, most of the programs, okay, we are sending the data to the third-party system using the file transfer. That is called the FTP. Okay, so what we are doing, we are extracting the data from the SAP system and we are dumping into the some PI. Okay, then from there we are sending it to the third party system. So when we are dumping the file, okay, into the PI system, and there the mappings, conversations, encryptions are happening, then it is going to the third party system. So this is what the approach which we are doing from the starting to almost starting to till date. Okay, we are also following this approach, most of the companies, to transfer the data from one system to the another system. This is called the FTP. Okay, next is called the RFC. Yes, using the RFC also, we are connecting to one system to another system. It can be a SAP system to the SAP system, or it can be a SAP system to the non-SAP system. We are using the RFC function model calls, and we are communicating from one system to the another system. Right? So this is what which we are doing till date today also, which we are following this one. Okay, next is called the idoc. Yes, everyone knows about idoc. So most of the people have worked also on idoc. Okay, it is an intermediate document where we will be able to transfer the data from one system to the SAP system to the other SAP system, and we have a EDA concept where we are able to transfer the data from one system to the non-ERP systems. Okay, okay, so using the side op with help of segments, all this, and we are able to fields, we are able to transfer the data from one system to the another system. That is what which we are doing with using idoc, right? So using this protocol we are transferring the data perfectly fine. The next evolution also has come SOAP, where we are transferring the data from one system to the another system using the SOAP with following HTTP protocol. Yes, if your data is huge and if you want to transfer the data to the third party system, then SOAP is the best approach to transfer the data. Using this is called the web services, also we call it as web services. Okay, so using this SOAP service we are able to transfer. A lot of companies also using this SOAP service and they're transferring the data. Is it right? Any questions until now? Any
No.
questions? So the next is called the S4 HANA. Yes, we know that in 2014 the SAP introduced S4 HANA, and it has been a big evolution has come. Okay, and whatever the complex logic is, okay, you can handle in S4 HANA easily using the lot of new approaches like code paradigm shift. Okay, okay, lot of new approaches has come in S4 HANA, where push down techniques. Okay, lot of things have been introduced. CDS views, BAP is already there. Okay, a lot of things has been come, like SAP Fiori has come into the picture. BOPF has come into the picture. Okay, lot of new things. CDS views has come into the picture. Okay, lot of new things has come in S4 HANA. Okay, so if you look at it previously, this is a transactional. Okay, dialog program, WebDin and BSP was replaced with SAP Fury. Completely now SAP Fury only. Okay, yes, in old system, this is also you have a NetWeaver Abap layer. Yes, here also it is there in HANA. Okay, so yes, whatever the BAP is, BRFs, smart forms, workflows, everything is there. According with additionally in S4 HANA, BOPF is there. In the latest RAP is also available. Okay, so that is the S4 HANA features, and what is the advantage of using the S4 HANA, that only we will be discussing down slides. Is it clear? Next. Okay, now OData. So using OData, of course, so as I said, right, OData, I'm not going to prioritize which has come first, which has going second. Okay, I'm telling what are the technologies has come into the SAP system using OData. OData stands for the open data. Okay, using this protocol, we are exposing the data from the SAP system to the outside world. Okay, so once you develop the OData service, anyone can access it. So you are developing a Java program, you want to access it, yes, you can use this directly. The OData URL in your Java program, you can access it. You are developing a .NET application, yes, you can access this URL. You're developing the AngularJS, yes, you can access it. You're developing SAP UI5 application, yes, you can access this OData service in your code and consume the data. Okay, so you which follows the REST protocol, and it exposes the data from the SAP system to the non-SAP systems. Or say, I would say non-SAP, I would say anything outside world. It is exposing to the outside world. Anyone can, you can take that URL, you can open the Excel sheet and paste the URL, the data will be displayed. You open the OData URL, paste it in the browser, the data will be displayed. Okay, so you are exposing the data to the outside world using the OData protocol. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Is it clear? Oh, because you are not able to hear me. Sorry, I just saw your chat. Hello, Vikas, are you there?
Yes, now I'm able to hear you. Now I'm able to hear you.
Okay. Okay, great. Thanks. Okay. The next is called the CDS. It stands for the Core Data Services and BOPF. Okay, so now what I'm talking about, right? See, after CDS and BOPF in initially, this what happened, right? In the what you can say in the S4 HANA system, okay, and before less than or equal to 1909, okay, where we have CDS and BOPF, okay, where we have CDS and BOPF. Then afterwards, okay, after less than or equal, greater than or equal to 1909, RAP has come into the picture. Okay, of course, we have a CDS here also, okay, but BOPF got replaced with RAP. Okay, so using the CDS, we are able to consume the data, okay, from the database tables on the top of the database layer, not on the application layer. So for that, it will be a better performance. So CDS stands for the core data services. So this CD, whatever the CDS is available, it is available in the BOPF while retrieving the data. It is available in the RAP also. It is available in the BTP also. So CDS is going to play very key role in the future and the current of developing your applications. So using CDS view, you consume the, because why is CDS view is more high? Because it is running on the top of the database, and if you forget trying to retrieve the huge data, you will not find any performance issues, or you will not find any timeout issues. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so see, you can develop CDS only in the Eclipse. You cannot develop the CDS views in the Abap system. Okay, this CDS view development is available in BTP as well as on-premises system. Both you can develop. Okay, so what is next is called BOPF, Business Object Process Framework. Okay, so it is getting slowly is getting deprecated and it is getting replaced with RAP. That is called nothing but ABAP RESTful application programming model called RAP. So using the RAP, we can develop APIs and we can develop the Fiori applications. Then what is the difference between the RAP and previously is there? That is what which we are going to discuss in the next slides. So finally, these are the technologies which has been evaluated, which has been there in the SAP system from the starting date to till date. Okay, any questions?
Bobby, one
Is it clear?
question. Yeah, Bobby,
Yeah,
one
please.
question. Okay, I'm from SAP. I'm from functional background, basically, not from technical side. What makes me
Okay.
got confusing is this OData, CDS, RAP. Does it work parallelly or they are standalone, independent? Like if I have to transfer a
Oh.
file, I will be using RFC connection. I have to set RFC connection, and there can be multiple way. Like you can use IDOC or you can use another mechanism to transfer the data, right? So
Mhm.
same way, this OD data, CDS, and that in the same
Okay.
project at the same time can be utilized, or it in the system landscape it will be only one what we have to use based on API. Just curiosity, sir.
No, no, no problem. That's okay. See, OData is a protocol to expose the data from anything. You don't compare with any SAP or non-SAP or a Java or anything. OData is a protocol to expose the data to the outside world. Okay, it is not related to ABAP only, it is related to anything. Okay, so we ABAP, as an ABAPer, we are using exposing the data from the SAP system to the outside world following the protocol of OData. Okay,
Okay,
if you want to expose the data to the outside world, we have to follow certain protocol, right?
okay,
So we are using the OData protocol to expose it. In to expose using the OData protocol, we are having certain tools to expose it. One of the tool is SCGW T code, where we create a gateway project and we will expose it. That is one thing. Second thing is Using CDS view also we can expose the data through OData protocol. And wrap is also another methodology to use it to expose the data to the outside world using the OData protocol.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah, yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks. And this will be covering in the
No, no
code
problem.
detail, right? Oh, Bobby, this
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
No, no, not everything we'll be touching is see. So, IDOC, file extension, these are all approaches. Okay, I will tell you what I'm covering. I'm
Yeah,
covering all the latest technologies, and along with this, in my training, I'll be providing free Abap, Oops Abap, and Abap auditor recording videos. Okay, those who are due
thanks.
to they can go through that parallelly those recording videos. That's my goal. Okay, like you said, you are a functional. Okay, so the base for the RAP CDSU will be there. Little ABAP knowledge is required, right? So that will be part
Yeah,
of the recording videos.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Thanks, Bobby.
yeah, we discuss. No problem. Okay, so now coming to the evolution of the ABAP. So now, what is ABAP and what is ABAP is available in the BTP and also in S4 HANA? What is the role of the ABAP? Okay, if you look at this one diagram with the screen, if you look at ECC is the old approach and also SCP NetWeaver is also old approach. Okay, and any DB, of course, it is Oracle DB before S4 HANA. Okay, then if you shift a paradigm shift, yes, instead of ECC, we are having S4 HANA and little bit advanced, we are having S4 HANA cloud also. It's available in BTP. Okay, then app layer is going to play the key role in developing the applications in S4 HANA on-premises system, S4 HANA cloud in HANA database systems, HANA database, okay, which is available in PTP. So now, yes, using this ABAP layer, which I'm talking about, you can develop the application S4 HANA, you can develop the applications S4 HANA cloud, and also in the BTP. So total innovations are happening in ABAP layer itself. Okay, so now what is that? So what is that happening? See, from 1909, greater than or equal to 1909, RAP has come into the picture. Okay, in on-premises system. And S4 HANA Cloud 1909 onwards, RAP is available. Next, Abap layer RESTful application programming model that is called RAP. All the innovations, all the future developments, everything will be doing in the RAP. Okay, and in the SAP BTP, so SAP cloud platform has been replaced with called BTP. That is called business technology platform. What is that? BTP stands for the business technology platform. In the BTP, okay, we have the ABAP service, okay, we have the ABAP service where you can develop the enterprise grade applications. And also in on-premises system from greater than or equal to 1909 ABAP service, this RAP is available. Okay, so all the innovations and the what I can say the future, all the programs, everything will be done in RAP. Any questions? I'll come to next slides what is RAP, but I'm telling what are the advantages of using RAP and what is the future of the RAP I'm talking about. Okay, so now evolution of the ABAP programming model. Okay, so now let's if you are as an architect, okay, if your system is less than or equal to 7.5, you can just go with the classical programming and best practice will be the freestyle ABAP no programming that is called normal programming. So if it is greater than or equal to okay 7.5, then we call it as ABAP programming model on Fiori. So where you used to develop the OData service using SCGW and of course CDS views are there and BOPF is there. Okay, then if it is greater, Okay, then in BTP also, in BTP, okay, it is called Abap Restful programming model, and we have business services, core data services also available, and behavior definition and behavior implementation. That is how the RAP will come into the picture. Is it clear? Okay, so if your systems are in this, then what are the technologies you can use is this, which is this slide talks about. Okay, so ABAP RESTful programming model consists of concepts, tools, frameworks, languages, and best practices. So what is RAP? What it contains? See, RAP is not something different when come to the ABAP. Okay, so we are going to write ABAP code only in the RAP. But what is the difference? It has bring best concepts for us to develop the enterprise grade applications. It has both the best tools for us to develop the enterprise grade applications. It was the best frameworks so that you can develop the applications. It is the best languages they brought it, and best practices. So this all combined is nothing but RAP. So what we are going to using RAP to develop the efficient development of enterprise grade applications. So inside the RAP, you will be writing pure ABAP code only. Then what is the difference? Yes, it has brought the best frameworks, the best concepts, the best languages, the best practices, combined everything. It is called RAP. Okay, so what you are developing using RAP, we are going to develop okay, service developments. That is, we are going to develop Fiori applications, and we are going to develop web APIs using RAP. Then what else we can do using RAP? Yes, you can develop the greenfield developments, you can do, and brownfield developments, you can do it. Then this RAP is available on cloud and on premises. As I said, if your SAP system is S4 HANA system, if it is greater than or equal to 1909, RAP is available, and RAP is available in BTP also. Okay, any questions, guys?
No, no.
Okay, so finally, what is RAP is nothing but best concepts, best tools, best frameworks, best languages, best practices to develop the efficient development of enterprise grade applications. That is called RAP. What we can develop Fiori applications and APIs using RAP. Okay, so now what is the model? What is the core data services called modeling in database? That is called RAP model. Okay, so this is called the RAP model services. Okay, in the database layer. Okay, so now yes, we have a database table. On the top of the database table, we are creating a CDS view to get the data from the database table. Next, we'll make the CDS view as a root view. Once you made that CDS as root view, it is going to convert the CDS into RAP methodology. Then for data access controls, we are going to use to restrict the data, we are going to use data control languages. Okay, for metadata extensions means if you want to display the UI annotations to enhance the templates which SAP is provided, then we are going to use the metadata extensions annotations. Then behavior definitions, when you want to define what you want to do, we are going to put it in the behavior definition, whether you want to create a record, delete the record, update the record, you want to put certain actions, you want to do verifications, you want to do validations, those you have to define it, then only you will be able to use it. So those things, everything will be putting into the behavior definitions. So then what is behavior implementation? Whatever we have put into the define, then we will write the ABAP code in that implementation. So finally, ABAP RAP is nothing but it is bringing a best methodology to develop the enterprise grade applications, and that is nothing but Fiori applications and APIs. Any questions?
Probably no questions. But
Okay.
there is a lot to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. See,
Yeah,
SAP
yeah,
is
yeah,
coming out with all the new things.
yeah.
Yes,
Yes, yes,
definitely we have. There is a lot to learn. There is no limit at
yes,
all.
yes.
Okay, lot of daily is
Mm,
coming with the new things. Okay, and we need to upgrade our skills. Okay, yeah. So before a wrap comes, we used to have ABAP programming model on Fiori. Okay, so what we used to do, right? We used to create a table, and we used to create a interface CDSU that reads the data from the table which we created. And on the top of this, we create a consumption view that reads the data from the interface view. Then we create a metadata extension file that is called UI annotations, and we will register the service. Okay, then we can also implement draft handling. So this is what the old approach that is called the ABAP programming model on Fiori. Okay. Now it is called the RAP, Abap RESTful Application Programming Model. Okay. What is that? Abap RESTful Application Programming Model, that is called RAP. This is the future. Okay. So using this one, okay. So now what we are going to do, right? We are going to develop the enterprise grade applications. So now, yes, if you look at this, whatever the green which are highlighted is comes those in the wrap. Remaining things we are doing the same approach what we are doing for the ABAP programming model. So we are creating a table, then we are creating the interface view that reads from the table. Okay, they are creating a CDS view consumption view that reads the data from the interface view, and we are creating the metadata extension file to enhance to your theory template. Then we are making that as a CDS view as a business object by giving the keyword root. Okay, and we are creating a behavior definition. Just now we discussed whether you want to create a record, delete a record, update a record, verifications, validations, actions. We will be defining in the behavior definitions. Then based on the definitions which we have defined, we'll put in the implementations like we have class. No, we will be defining the class. Then we will implement same way. Okay, then we will create a behavior projection. So implement the behavior projections. Okay, define behavior projections means, for example, right? For example, you are trying to read the OData services. Okay, so you are trying to fetch the OData services, and you have used around 100 fields you are using in that CDSU. Let's assume. Okay, but you're projecting to the Fiori app only 75 fields. So now you will be creating a behavior projection view. So whatever the things which are we are projecting your Fiori app or an API, you will be putting into the CDS. So that is nothing but a projection view. Of course, okay. Then afterwards, we are going to create a service definitions and service bindings, and that will expose as your OData services. So this is the overall steps of the wrap methodology. Any questions related to this screen? You guys are
No,
understanding,
no
or it is
problem.
confusing?
No, we understand the terminology, we understand the word, but yeah, we have to go in more detail basically. So,
Yeah, yeah,
like
definitely.
we
This
know
is the
what is
demo.
stable,
I
we know
can, yeah, yeah,
that's a, but just demo. Yeah, yeah. So,
yeah. Yeah, once my training starts, everything you will come to know this all the things.
yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
during training, once we started training, then we'll try to understand the more detail. And after this training, this course, I will just go through the recording again to understand. So
Okay.
most of the time, the
Sure,
questions
sure.
will be coming after the session, right? Thanks, Bobby.
Yes. Yeah. So what is the difference? Yes, I said ABAP programming model. Okay. That was the old approach. Old. Then later I said ABAP RESTful application programming model. If you look at this ABAP programming, we have very less steps. Whereas ABAP RESTful wrap has more steps. So what advantage we'll get if you, of course we are doing additional steps, but there should be some advantage of using these additional steps. So let's assume what are that, well, let's try. So let's assume we are developing a, okay, the application. Okay, so we are developing an application. Okay, and we developed using the OData v2 version. Okay, now clients comes and says, hey, I want to use v4 version. Okay, then you have to develop, if you go with the old approach, you have to develop from the scratch. But when you use this wrap methodology, not required to go from the scratch. In the last step only, you can consume the business service and okay, service binding, and you can easily develop it without doing from the scratch v4 version. Suppose you have a Fiori app which has create, delete, and update. Now client says, no, I don't want delete. You don't require to go back to the previous codes and everything in depth. You have to do a single step where you will create a new service binding. That's enough done. So this is a additional, okay, additional logic, additional advantage. I would say very big advantage of using RAP methodology. You need not, when you say you are developed using V2, and if you want to develop V4, you don't need to go from the scratch and develop from the scratch to develop V4 version. You can just create a new service binding, and that will be done. Is it clear? So that is the advantage of using RAP. Okay. Okay, so now application development paradigm. Let's develop the one use case demo so you will understand what I'm talking about little bit more. Okay, yes, we have a database table. Okay, then on the top of the database table, I'm creating a CDS view to get the data from the database table. Then we'll be creating a behavior definition where I'll be trying to create a record, delete a record, update the record in this table. Then on the top of this CDS view, we'll create a service definition, we'll consume the CDS view. Then we'll create a service binding, and then this service binding will generate a OData URL, and this OData URL will be consuming in the Fiori application to develop the Fiori app. So this is what which we are going to do. Is it clear? Now let's develop. So whatever I am going to develop, okay, I'm going to develop doing in BTP itself, not in the on-premises system. Okay, so you think this is a Eclipse? This instance I added is nothing but is one of the service which is available in the BTP. So this is the, I don't want to go in detail level what is B, okay, what is Abap service is one of the service in BTP to develop the RAP applications. Okay, so go to the service marketplace in BTP. This is the BTP screen. Okay, in the BTP, you see there is one service called Abap service. So this service which is there, I have added that instance here. Okay, means whatever I'm developing here is nothing but I'm developing in BTP. That is nothing but cloud platform, SAP Abap cloud platform. Okay, SAP cloud platform, or it is called renamed as SAP BTP. Is it clear? So now let's come back to our this one. So creating a table. So this is the demo. I'm just copying pasting. If not, I will be writing the code manually, line by line. Okay, so now right clicking on the package. Okay, and I'm going to create database table. Yes, you see, I'm creating a database table. Click next. So generally we create a database table in SC11, but in the BTP we don't have any SAP GUI screens, and that is the reason we will be developing in the Eclipse only. Even in on-premises system also you can create a table using an Eclipse like this. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm creating table. So click next. Okay, assign a transport request, then click finish button. So now I'm creating a database table. So yes, you will be having a mandatory field and remaining fields. Okay, so this is what which I'm doing it. Okay, and these are the fields. And you see, data maintenance, delivery class, the table category, which we create in the table SC11, we'll be doing this only, So same thing here also, same. I'm just activating. So I'm creating a database table. That is called table name is zdemo underscore sales 52 is the table name which I'm creating. Okay, so now yes, I created a database table. Perfect. Now I'm going to create a CDSU that will read the data from the database table. Of course, as of now, the CDSU does, this table does not have any data. Okay, so now again right click on the package, new, other, and I'm searching for core data services, nothing but CDSU. In this I'm giving the data definition. Click next. So this is the demo. I'm just copying pasting. If not, I will be writing the code. Then click next. Then next. Okay, then here you see define root view entity. Okay, then I'm clicking on finish button. So I'm creating a CDS view, okay, that reads the data from this table. Okay, so I'm just copying pasting because this is the demo. Let's, okay, so now what I'm doing, so this is the CDS view. Okay, I'm reading the data from the table which we created. This is the table. So I'm giving the root is a keyword. It signifies it is converted into the wrap methodology and signifies it is as a business object. Then I'm activating it. Okay, so now I'm just executing this one. So of course there is no data, it will be blank. Perfect, fine. Next, come to the slide. So now I created a CDS. Now I'll be able to create a behavior definition. Simple. Go to the CDS view, data definition, expand the CDS view which we created, and right click. So I have given the root keyword, then only I will be able to create a behavior definition. Means without root keyword, I will not able to create it. So once trying to create a behavior definition, you will have implementation type as managed and unmanaged. If you select managed, creating the record, deleting the record, updating the record will be taken care by framework itself. There's nothing you need to write the code. Okay, when you use unmanaged, right, you need to write everything. You need to write detailed code, whether you want to create it, delete it, update it, or everything. You will be going for this. So now coming to this slide. So if you go here, we have discussed about the, okay, here greenfield developments and brownfield developments. When you use managed use case, most of the time it will be greenfield developments. When you use unmanaged use case, then it will be brownfield development. So those two are comes under the wrap methodology. Okay, now I'm selecting manage. Click next. Okay, assign a transport request. Then click finish. Okay. Then here I'm creating a behavior definition. Yes. Okay. Here I'll be putting the whatever the things you want. Okay. Of course, I want to create a record. Okay. Yes. Update the record. Yes. Delete the record. As of now, I'm not keeping any authorizations here. Okay. So now what for which table I'm doing, I have to mention the table name. So that is what which I am doing it. Okay, then lock master. What is lock master is here is, see, suppose the what I'm talking, what is a lock master is nothing but you will be using dq enq while writing the code for custom tables, right? Here it is not required. It will automatically enq and dq mechanism will come automatically when using this lock master. Okay, so now just we'll activate this one. Okay, so now I'm not going to, in this demo I'm not going to do a implementation because it will take a lot of time. Okay, behavior implementations. So I'm not creating any class here. I'm just keeping it like that only. Yes, I'm activating this one. Okay, so behavior definition is created. Now we'll create a service definition. Okay, simple again. So go to the data definition. Okay, then you create a service definition, and I'm giving a name of the service definition. For the reference object is this. Defined. Finish. So what I'm doing, I'm consuming this CDS view in our service definition. Yes, see, expose. This is the one. Then I'm activating this. So what are the things which you want to expose, okay, into the OData or into the Fiori app or an API? Okay, you will be putting those all the CDS view here, and you are getting exposed. Perfectly fine. Next, we have created the service definitions. Now what we will do, we'll create a service binding. So right click on the service definition, create service binding. Here is the thing which you want to keep it. Now you want to develop V2 Fiori app. Yes, you select it and you develop it. Okay. Now you have developed. Let's assume that you have developed and clicking finish button. Okay. Now your client comes and says, of course, we will activate this one and we will open the Fiori app. Now client comes and says after 1 month or 2 months, hey, V2 I don't, can you develop in V4? Yes, you can develop in V4 without going to, I'm just publishing it. Let's do V2, then we'll do V4 immediately. Okay, let's get the app. So now, what is the difference between V2 and V4? Obviously, everything is new features will be added in the latest versions. So that is called V4 of OData. So it will take some time to get it. It will take you have to wait. Yeah, it has created simple. See, right click, copy Fiori element, and just open in the browser. Because you already opened the cloud cockpit, it will not ask for username and password. Yeah, see, it has created a Fiori element app. Okay, how this has column names has come, because here we have used this UI annotations. You see, UI annotations. So line item. Okay, that is the reason it is displaying as a line item. So now you have used in the behavior definition, create, update, and delete. That's it. You're not required any code. So I'm clicking on create button. Okay, I'm just clicking on create button. I'm entering some data. Then I'm just clicking on create button. That's it. Done. You have written any code to create a record? No. So now you go to the table. Okay. Now you just execute. And you see you have the record. So you have not written anything. You just written just a single word you have written create. Sorry. Yeah, here only. And it has taken everything by framework itself. So that is the reason RAP is nothing but it is bringing you best methodologies, best frameworks, best concepts to develop your Fiori applications or APIs or enterprise grade applications. Okay, so now what is another advantage of using is, see, now I'm creating another service binding. Okay, based on the same service definition. Okay, so now I'm creating the another service binding. So now I'll you just here V4 service binding, and you see V4. Okay, then click next, then finish button. Okay, so see, without going from the scratch, I have, with the help of the service definition, I'm creating another service binding. Okay, so now I'm just going to activate this one. You see, this is V4 version. Okay, and before one which we created is V2 version. Okay, so now yes, I'm just publishing it. Not only this v4 and v2, you can create an API also. So we are creating Fiori app, you can create API also, so without going from the scratch. So that is the advantage of using RAP methodology. Is it clear? Any questions? Any
No,
questions?
no, Bobby. No, Bobby.
Okay,
Not specific to
so
this.
just copying it. Now we are developing, it will be in v4 version, it will go and develop the Fiori app. Okay, so now click OK. So this is how we are going to develop it. So now you want to develop an API. Yes, right click again, service definition, create service binding, and you see again you can select a API and you can just write it, create it. That's it, it will create an API. So RAP is a methodology. It is giving you the best frameworks, best concepts, best technology, and best tools so that you can develop the enterprise grade applications very easily. Okay. Any questions?
No,
So
Bobby.
finally, yeah, finally, what we are developing a Fiori application. What is that? We are developing a Fiori application. So then, what is SAP Fiori? Okay, so SAP Fiori, is it a technology? No, SAP Fiori it is not a technology. Then what is SAP Fiori? Is it a platform? No, SAP is not a platform. Then what is SAP Fiori? It is a user interface provided by the SAP software. Okay, so what is that user interface? Okay, it is responsive. Whenever you say it is an SAP Fiori application, it should automatically suppose to the desktop, it should automatically suppose to the tablet, it should automatically suppose to the mobile. So that is the guidelines of the SAP Fiori. So that is called its response. So it is open. You develop the application in any technology, Java, .NET, etc., anything. But if you follow the guidelines of the SAP Fiori, then it is SAP Fiori application. So finally, SAP Fiori, it is not a technology, it is not a platform, it is just a guidelines to develop the user interface in SAP. Any questions?
Mm, no, no. No. I
Okay.
mean,
So now what are the guidelines?
uh,
Sorry.
so one question: Fury and how BTP is related? The BTP is for the
Hmm.
development, and Fury is just user interface. Am I right? Is my assumption?
Yeah, correct. I'll tell you what is BTP is. Suppose you are developing a C program in the notepad, right? You're writing the code C.
Mm,
And if you want to execute that, you require a C compiler. Yes or no?
yeah. Yes.
If you
Yes.
want to,
Yeah.
you're developing a Java program. And if you want to run the Java program, you require a JRE, right?
Yes. Yes.
Then you are
Yeah.
developing a Abap program to execute, to check the syntax errors. You execute the program, you require a Abap compiler,
Yeah.
right? In the
Yes.
same way, BTP is providing the runtime environments where you develop the application and you can use this runtime environments in BTP to develop the enterprise grade applications, whether it is a Fiori or Java applications or Node.js applications, etc. So SAP BTP is a SaaS product where it is providing
Yeah.
a necessary runtime to execute your applications. That is called
Fair
SAP
enough.
BTP.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
No. No.
Okay.
No, Bobby.
So finally, what is SAP Fiori? SAP Fiori is not a technology. It is not a platform. It is just it is a guidelines to develop the user interface. So what are those guidelines? Can you mute yourself if you don't have any questions? Okay. So what are the guidelines? Okay, role based, designed for you, your needs and your work. So until that application is assigned to a user ID, you will be not able to access this application. So that is the reason it is called role based. Responsive, if you dare say it's a Fiori application, it will automatically suppose to the desktop, it will automatically suppose to the tablet, it will automatically suppose to the mobile. There's nothing specific Once you say Fiori application, it should support all the devices. Simple. Okay, so focus on the important. See, like VA01 transaction code or ME21 transaction code, you have lot of screens, tabs, too much confusing. But when you say SAP Fiori application, you should focus only on the important fields. You should not put everything. So that is the reason it is focus on the important. That is the guidelines of SAP Fiori. Then coherent provides one fluid and seamless experience. Suppose you are creating a purchase order number, the screen is different. When you create a sales order number, the screen is different. When you create the invoice, the screen is different. But whenever you are developing a Fiori application, you should have only one template for developing all. Okay, so that is the guidelines of the SAP Fiori. Okay, provides one fluid and seamless experience. Then what is next is delightful. Whenever you are developing a Fiori application, the Fiori application should be in such a delightful so that end user will have an emotional connection to work on it. So if you follow all these guidelines, then it is called the SAP Fiori application. So finally, SAP Fiori, it is not a technology, it is not a platform, it is just a guidelines to the develop the user interface. Is it clear?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Yes. So now, what is S4HANA extensions? See, while creating the table, enhancing the SAP GUI screens, user exits, baddies, okay, enhancement points, okay. So, and developing any analytical charts, KPIs, forms, implementing baddies, okay, implementing the logics, creating CDS views, okay. These are all old approach. Now onwards, we call it as S4 HANA in-app extensions. So you then SAP under this here, SAP is providing certain Fiori apps like the app name is called custom fields app name is called custom business objects app name is called custom business logic, app name is called custom CDS. Where using these Fiori apps, you can develop the CDS views instead of going to the Eclipse. You can develop the custom fields instead of using the user exits and baddies. Okay, you can enhance your Fiori apps without anything much effort, just going using this S4 HANA and app extensions. Is it clear? So creating the table
Yes.
in ST11, these are all old approach gone. Not gone, but I'm saying the future is not that. Okay. Okay, so now what is side-by-side extensions? Yes, we have discussed about in-app extensions. Then what is side-by-side extensions? Okay. Suppose you are developing a OData service in your SAP on-premises system. Okay, then you are developing the SAP UI5 application, Fiori application in the SAP business applications today in the BTP. So both are independently you are developing it, and somewhere you are consuming it, but you are developing both are independent. So that is the reason we call it a side by side extensions. Side by side extension is nothing but it's not specific to the this screen which I'm scrolling. No, you develop whatever you want. Okay, for example, SAP has provided an APA hub and you are developing SAP UFI application, so you are using consuming that APA hub in your SAP UFI. But if you look at another way, API is developed independently, your SAP UFI application is developed independently. So these both are developed going in parallelly. So it is called the side-by-side extensions. Is it clear? Any questions on the side-by-side extensions? Any
Yes.
questions?
Okay. So I'm having one
Okay.
question in that extension. So for example,
Okay.
on premises means on your means HANA DB you are creating, right? And
Correct.
same way, the same thing we can consume in your cloud platform. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay. So means how to consume them in the both the
Using
things.
the yeah, that is part of my training. So you will consume in the SAP cloud platform with the help of cloud connector and the destinations.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
so those are the two things which will be part of my training. We will be learning those things.
Okay. So is there
Okay.
any use of UI5 also?
Yes, UI5 only. See, if you look at this UI5, you are developing Fiori applications.
Hmm.
Okay, whereas the destination means, see, let's assume that you are developing one, what you can say, you are using one of the service in BTP, okay, to develop an API.
Okay.
Let's assume that, okay, but your
Hmm.
data is sitting in your on-premises system.
Okay.
Okay, now you created a OData service.
Okay.
Okay, now you need to consume that OData service in your API service in BTP. How you will be
Mm-hmm.
consuming? You will be consuming through cloud connector through destination, and you will
Okay.
develop an API in BTP.
Done. Yeah. Understood.
Okay, so yeah, like sir, Business Application Studio is one of the service in BTP like API where you are developing Fiori applications. How you will consume it? You will consume through cloud connector, and through destination you will consume the OData service, and you will develop the Fiori application.
Okay.
So SAP BTP is a ocean. It's not like you are only using Abap. You can develop the technologies like Java, .NET, machine learning, Python. Okay, you can develop the any technology. See, it is providing you a platform to develop. It is providing you a runtime environment where you can execute your applications. You pick your technology. See, SAP on-premises system where you can use only Abap, whereas BTP is a ocean. You pick your technology and you develop it. It's up to you. I have my runtime environment I have, and where I'll support you. Understood what is BTP?
Yeah.
BTP
Yeah.
is not. It's a ocean, big ocean. Okay, in that ocean, one of the service which we are using called Abap service to develop the enterprise grade applications, field applications or APIs. Yeah. Any more questions? Is it clear? So now I'm going to start a new batch from what you can say July 3rd onwards. Okay. So what are the topics which I'll be covering in this training? And I'll just bring the PPT 1 second.
So it will be weekdays, right? July 3rd, every Monday to Friday. Bobby, am I right?
Correct. Monday to Friday. Yes, you're right. Monday to Friday. Morning.
8 o'clock, morning 8 o'clock.
No, no, not morning 8 o'clock. It is 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST morning. Yeah, you're able to see my screen? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 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 we can see.
Yeah, these are the topics which I'll be covering during training. Okay, so we'll start with SAP evolutions, evolution of ABAP, programming model, evolution introduction to RAP. Then we'll move to,
Can you make it presentable? Can you make it presentable? The form.
yeah, it is presentable only.
Present. Okay.
Yeah, present only. Okay. Yeah, so ABAP CDS use, where what is the CDS use, what are built expressions, operations, built-in functions, associations, parameters, cardinalities, joins, okay, rules of associations, how to develop ABAP CDS use, value helps, what is virtual data model, okay. Then we will be moving to the, okay, we will be moving to the developing the overview page Fiori app, analytical list page Fiori app, list report object page feed app using Abap CSVs with UI annotations will develop in WebID as well as business application student BTP. Then we'll develop the KPIs, virtual data model, virtual elements, and everything. Then we will move to the activation Fiori, SAP Fiori, where we'll activate, create a Fiori application, we'll deploy that application in our on-premises system, and we are going to display as a tile in the Fiori launchpad by creating catalogs, tiles, groups, and semantic objects, and etc. And we will activate the standard Fiori apps as well as SAP GUI for HTML app. And also we will be debugging how to debug the standard Fiori apps and analyzing the issues we'll be doing. And also we'll be extending of the standard Fiori apps. Okay, very important. Extending the standard Fiori apps also we'll be doing. Then we will be going for S4 HANA in-app and side-by-side extensions. Then at last, but not least, then we will move to the ABAP RESTful application programming model on BTP as well as on-premises system. We will develop list report object page, managed use case, unmanaged use case, okay, how to implement code operations, okay, how to is e-tags, lock masters, how to troubleshoot it, what are the different annotations, okay, how to create database tables, service definitions, service bindings, okay, and everything will be creating. What is managed use case, unmanaged use case, what are the validations, determinations, actions in the wrap we'll be discussing. Then what is custom entity in the wrap. Okay, so what are the query implementation classes, how to implement filter, how to do the parent and child relationships, okay, how to implement BAP is also in wrap methodology in the on-premises system, how to hide tabs dynamically, how to do multi-selections, how to consume external API, that is called side-by-side extensions in wrap methodology, how to upload the attachments, how to implement the isolated in wrap, and that is this all the things will be covering in the wrap. So we are going to use BTP. In BTP, we are going to use Abap, Abap service in BTP, SAP build workshop. There is one of the service in BTP, and okay, where we are going to display as a tile in the Fiori Launchpad. See, we are not only deploying our application in on-premises system, we are going to deploy the application in the BTP and display as a tile in the BTP using the SAP Launchpad service in BTP. So we are going to use three services in BTP to okay, in this training. One is called Abap service. Second thing is called SAP Build Workshop, and third service is called the SAP Business Application Studio to develop the Fiori applications. Okay, so daily, Monday to Friday, daily it will be 1.5 hours, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST. So these are the topics which I'll be covering, sending one mail of the today recording video, as well as the LinkedIn link where previous students has given the feedback of my training. Okay, so you can see this is the link which I'll be sending this one. Okay, you can see in this link, previous student has given me the feedback of my training. You can go through this link. Okay, if you scroll down, and under the recommendation section, you can see these are all around 18 people and has given the feedback. Okay.
One question, Bobby, like, do you
Hmm.
have any scope of this migration from that ECC to HANA system or anything, any small example? Suppose we are having a
Yeah,
custom
I'll tell you.
uh,
I'll tell you. I'll give a small example. I worked on one S4 HANA implementation project. Okay,
mhm,
where they want to move from ECC to the S4 HANA, but they
okay,
want to give a cloud solution. Means in the
mhm,
future they want to move to the cloud.
okay,
Okay, so now what they have said, right? Give me a solution. Client has asked me, because I am the solution architect. Give me the solution that anyway I'm going one day I'll go to the cloud. I don't want again a step which I'm doing ECC to S4 HANA. I don't want to do again a big migration there. It should be a ready solution to me when I move to the cloud.
okay,
Okay, this is the requirement we got from the one of the client which I'm working. Okay, so now the solution which I've given is, yes, you have tons of SC38 report programming report programs. Okay,
mhm,
you convert that report programs into the wrap. He is in the on-premises system. Wrap is available in BTP. So if you convert that everything into the wrap, all your APIs, everything you convert into the wrap, all your SC38 report program, everything you convert it into the wrap, then in down you have a pipeline. When you move to the cloud, the wrap programs already available in the cloud, it is a ready solution. So we have converted all the one by one SC38, most of the which they are frequently using in the production system. We have run one analysis, and we have taken all the programs which are they are frequently using. Okay, but some using some analyzing tools, and we have converted that. We went to the business, we discussed. So these are the programs which you are using, and let us know any more programs which you want. Okay, so then we started converting those programs into the wrap methodology. This is a solution
okay,
which we have given. So once they move to the cloud, obviously you're already in the wrap methodology, you're using wrap. BTP wrap is there, so it is a ready solution.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any more questions?
Just one question with curiosity, yeah. Foolish question. Huh? As for
Mhm.
HANA is like if I use Fiori or on premises, right? I'm
Mhm.
using like www HTTP services. Now you said you are moving to cloud. The server, the
Mhm.
physical server is going to be there, right? So cloud means,
Mhm.
are you going to move the reports wrap into that cloud, or you are going to take something different? Because that will be a private cloud. Am I right? That will be the
There
approach
are
in
two
your
types of
scenario.
cloud. There are two types of cloud:
Yeah,
public cloud and private cloud. Okay, you are
yeah.
talking about completely different topic.
Okay.
Okay,
So no, in your
so
scenario,
you
in
are
your scenario,
asking. No, no, I'm talking about whether you move public cloud or whether you move private cloud. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about technology perspective. See, there are two things
okay,
are there. You are talking whatever the question he asked is a different completely, and
okay,
whatever you are asking, it's completely different question.
yeah, okay,
Both are not at all equal. So you
okay,
are asking what is the difference between the public and private cloud? That is your question. But he was
yeah,
asking when I want to move from ECC to the S4 HANA, okay, what are the migrations? What are the advantages you are used when you are? What is the advantage of using RAP there? That is his question
okay,
that I spoke.
yeah,
Now, what is the difference between the private and public cloud? Is see, there will be data, okay, where most of the clients will not expose the data to the internet because SAP BTP is an internet, right? So they
yeah,
will say, I don't want to expose, I don't want to go for public cloud, I will go for private cloud. Okay, so
yeah,
that time it will be in your internal only, private itself in internal. It will not be exposed to internet facing. Okay, and lot of things are there. It's not like that. What you can say the what is difference between the private cloud
mm,
and public cloud? There are a lot of difference are there, but high level is main thing is that you are going to not exposing the your data to the outside world. Okay, that is the main advantage of using the private and public cloud. Is it clear?
yes, yes, yes. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks.
Yeah. So it depends upon your requirement. You know what most of the clients will be going to the private cloud because to expose the data. Okay, they don't want to expose the data to the outside world. That is a that's what okay the advantage of using the okay, and also security perspective is going to play very key role in using the public cloud and the private cloud. Okay, so see whenever you say private cloud, you call it as a okay, it is called a single tenant environment. Okay, so you will be able to expose the data okay using this single tenant only. You will not be okay exposed to the outside world at all. Okay, is it clear? Any questions?
Yeah, is it helpful for that CP underscore 14 certification
No,
to
I'm
be
not going
followed?
with the SAP certifications. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
what are the topics which I'm covering in training is all the real-time projects which I'm working. Those only I
Okay.
put it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
not going with any certifications. See, I'm covering a lot of topics in this training like CDS views. I'm covering SAP Fiori. I'm covering
Okay.
S4 HANA in-app extensions. I'm covering S4 HANA side-by-side extensions. I'm covering RAP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm covering BTP as well as on-premises. I'm covering BTP. So lot of topics. These are the things which are using by the current projects, and also there is a huge demand for these technologies in the market.
Okay.
That combined I'm putting in my training. I'm not going for specific what you can say certification. No, I'm not going for certification because I'm bringing a lot of topics here.
Okay.
Okay, I am working, I know exactly what is required, so that is what I kept.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what is the duration of this course? Any roughly
40 hours,
timing?
40 hours, 40 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions?
40 hours means eight peaks, right?
It will be more.
Five.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. See, there are two types of things are there. One is online class, another one is recording video. Okay. If your online class, okay, once the class is over, I'll be of course even the recording video also I'll be uploading programs, PPTs, study materials, everything. Okay. So what are the programs which I've explained during that day? I'll be uploading those programs, okay, in the drive where you will be having download access where you can download it. Okay, programs, PPTs, study materials, interview question and answers, and also the resume also I'll be uploading. Okay, so every day once the class is over, related to that class I'll be uploading the programs which I have teached, and related to the PPT I'll be uploading, and also I'll be uploading the recording video of that class, and you will be having recording video view access for 1 year. Okay, if you miss that
Okay,
class
clear.
on that day, you on the way on this day, anytime you can go through the recording video, and tomorrow onwards, next day onwards, you will be on same page. Okay, and
Okay, clear enough.
every Friday I will be giving exercises based on the topic which I had covered on that week. Okay, and also I'll be, as I said, I'll be providing study materials, I'll be providing interview question and answers, I'll be providing a resume also. Okay,
Yeah.
so what are the programs which I'm covering during my training? It's all real-time process which I've worked. I'm putting those in this training.
Thanks, Babu. Thanks.
Yeah. Any more questions?
This
Yeah,
We can start
conference will
then.
now be recorded.
yeah. See, this is a live class session. There is second option. Those who are not able to time, right, they will be having, they'll be going to office or something, they are not able to attend this time. The option two, the other option is recording videos. In the recording videos you will be having view access for 1 year. All the programs, PPTs, the study materials will be there, and you can download it. Recording video will be the view access for 1 year. So two options. Okay.
Bobby, one question. See, whatever the recordings are there, that once I join,
Hmm.
because my only challenge will be there because it's a big day. In some day you will
Hmm.
have to go office little bit early, morning 8 o'clock.
Hmm.
Mostly we go after
Hmm.
10 or 11. So will you be sharing the recording one day before, or it is something separate? It's just a
No, no, no,
confusing
no,
for
no.
me because
See,
you have explained.
today, no, no, no. Today class is over 7 to 8:30. Okay,
Okay,
let's assume that. Then
yeah,
at 10 o'clock, I'll be uploading that class recording video.
okay, okay,
10 o'clock. That's it.
yeah, okay, thanks. So you
Yeah.
said there is another option also. You said no, there is another option that made me
Yeah,
confused.
that is called the
It's
recording
just
video. See, that is the recording video because some people will not able to take this online class because they have some timing issue. Okay, so I'll be uploading the previous batch. I'll be sharing previous batch, entire batch recording videos to them.
okay.
Okay, two.
So we will have access on that. Or we will not have an access on that. Am I right? Or we will
You
have
will
the
have
access?
access only on the current batch.
Okay, not previous batch.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, the current batch live class is a good
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
right?
I
It's
got
not.
it. Got it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would
Any
prefer
more
to go with the
questions?
live batch only because see,
Okay,
to know
no
everything,
problem.
I will love to go with. But yeah, I will have some challenges, but I will manage it. One or
As I
two
said,
things.
hello, who has taken this course will be providing Abap recording videos, free Abap recording videos, Oops Abap, as well as Abap OData recording videos. Who joins this batch?
Thanks,
I
Bobby.
know
Thanks.
exactly what exactly the outside market is looking in everything. That's it. Based on that, my trainings will be there. See, I'm not only giving this wrap, I'm giving training on SAP UFI, I'm giving training on CAPM, Node.js, a lot of trainings I'm giving. Three trainings I'm giving. Okay, okay, and nice. Thanks for joining the demo. If you're interested, I will be sending one mail of the recording video. Okay, yeah, okay. Please let me know if you're interested. So the new batch
No, no, I'm
starts from
interested.
July.
Bobby, I'm interested. from 3rd July I
Okay.
want to do it. Yes, yes, that's a
Okay, sure,
that's
sure.
just send me the details.
Okay,
Okay, thanks.
sure, 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 Vikas. Okay, thanks, thanks, guys. Thanks,
Thanks.
bye.
Bye.